Good afternoon. We are live here in Burbank, California today, and we have with me Michael Mitsuda.
From the Martial Arts History Museum.
Yes, welcome. We're paying tribute to Cynthia Rothrock today. It's been a while since we've seen each other. Great to see you again.
I know, it's so good to see you too.
Yeah, so we are paying tribute to Cynthia herself today. You look absolutely gorgeous. I love this dress.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. So we're excited here. We're going to be talking a little bit about Cynthia and how she got started in the martial arts. Obviously, we have the man himself, the president of the Martial Arts History Museum today. So we're going to talk to him a little bit and tell us about the history of the museum. So I'd like to start with you, Michael. Tell us how long this museum has been here for.
This is our 17th year now. Yeah, we've been in existence. We were a traveling exhibit, but now we've been in a permanent location for the past 5 years. So we're very happy to be here and hope we grow even bigger and bigger all the time. It's the only museum in the world of its kind.
Oh, that's fantastic. Congratulations. Good for you. Are you going to be expanding and bringing more museums in?
No, this will probably be the only one, but we're going to expand to a larger theater and a lot of different things, and we have a lot of great plans for the museum.
Fantastic. And tell our listeners and guests what we'd be able to see when we come into the museum here.
A lot of artifacts about the history and the culture, Asian culture, and the impact that Western Asian influence had on American society. So you see a lot of that from films to anime to different drums and lions and different things that became part of American history.
Fantastic. And how were you involved? How did you get involved with martial arts?
I started in the 60s back in learning judo and then later progressed to Kung Fu and been doing that about 47 years now.
Okay, so you're a teacher as well?
Yes, I am.
Very good. Well, thank you for having us here today.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so back to Cynthia. So tell us a little bit how you got started and where it all began for you.
I started in Scranton, Pennsylvania at the Scranton Karate School. My friend's parents were doing martial arts and I looked at it and I said, what is that? That looks interesting. So I told my mom, I said, I want to try this martial art karate stuff.
And how long ago was that? How long have you been practicing martial arts?
Oh, geez, I've been 41 years, almost as long as him, although I started when I was 2. He started when he was
8.
Wow, well, good for you. And being a woman in this sport, it's pretty hard sport. So tell me how you kind of battled with that. Was that hard for you, being a woman in this industry?
Well, it wasn't hard. The thing that was hard is when I was competing, it was a little bit hard because at that point they just didn't have women's divisions. Like I would do weapons with men, they didn't have it separate. And I felt I really did have to work extra hard to win. In 1982, I was number 1 in weapons of all the men's division, and that was something back then because you couldn't just be good. You had to be really good, to beat the guys. And I was one of the first women on the cover of Karate Illustrated magazine. That opened doors for women. And Renardo Barden was the editor, and he was told women don't sell in minorities, so I can't put you on the cover. And he fought and fought and fought and put me on the cover, and it sold out. So it opened the doors. And then, same thing in films. When I first started films, like, women could be the co-lead, not the lead, but, the guy will come and save the girl, So there's always been those little barriers, but, I've always feel like I'm kind of like a go-getter, trendsetter, and trying to open up doors, and if you're good at what you do, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, you just, you do it, and you do it good.
Absolutely, I agree. And you're definitely passionate about it. And tell me about some of your films that you've done as well.
Oh, I've done about 55 films. The latest one I did is called The Martial Art Kid, and we're very, very excited about that film because it has a great message for kids, and we've got 5 Dove Awards, and we're also in the nomination for Best Family Action Picture by the Dove Association, and that's going to be out pretty soon, and you can also get copies at the martialartkid.com page. And I also have 2 projects that I'm working on that I'm really excited about. One is The Amazing Shanghai Dragons, where I'm going to be teamed up with my good friend Sammo Hung. And to me, this is very exciting because it's going to go back to my Hong Kong roots. I'm going to, hopefully, there's a director I want that's from Hong Kong, and just go back to that great Hong Kong action that I love to do. And the second project that is a project that is so dear to my heart is The Peculiar Perils of Penelope Peacock with my good friends Sonia and Paul. They wrote the script, and this is like one of, that everybody has that project that they say, I have to do this project. And that to me is almost kind of like The Martial Art Kid, how that has a good message about bullying, that, don't take bullies. We're not going to tolerate bullies anymore. This is a film that is for girls and anybody in particular, especially girls that have low self-esteem, and it teaches them, to love yourself and be the best you can be. And it's just brilliantly written. So those are my two projects that I'm, hoping that we can get done this year.
We'll be looking out for those. I'm very excited. Congratulations for the martial arts kid. And also, tell me about your fitness journey. How is it? How do you stay in shape? What's it like? What's your nutrition like? And what's your, working out regimen like?
Okay, well, it varies. When I was doing martial arts, I would just train 8 hours a day, literally. I had a school and I would do some martial arts. When I traveled somewhere, I would go to a martial arts school and train. When I retired from competition, because I had a goal to be number one for 5 years and then retire, I did that, and then I went into films. Well, then I kind of said, okay, wait a minute, now I could go snow skiing, now I could go trekking, like I've trekked to base camp at Mount Everest. In October I'm going the Inca Trail. I like to do extreme adventure sports on a daily basis. I go to the gym, and I like to do cardio. Cardio is like my favorite, and I'm constantly running. I'm never really sitting down. So my friend just got me the Fitbit, and she said, hey, try this, and it's like on an average day I have over 10,000 steps just running around. So
great. That's really good. And do you have any motivational things that you'd like to say to your fans and your listeners and the viewers here to let them know, to keep pushing forward and following your dreams?
Yeah, well, you know what, that's the big thing, is to follow your dreams and don't give up. One of the things that I've learned about martial arts is don't accept failure. You just learn from failure and you just move on. And you always do your best, and you have a positive attitude. If you start off with a negative attitude, it's not going to happen. So you just keep that positive attitude, and you just keep pushing forward and do, you have to go for what you believe in. Like my friend Sonia the other day, we had a prayer meeting at my house, and she had a picture of Prince and said, look he didn't know, like 3 months later he's going to be dead. So we don't know how long we have. So enjoy every day, do everything to the fullest, learn as much as you can, be as good and helpful and supportive to people, and just give back. And just, my philosophy is, if I died tomorrow, would I be happy with what I did? And I could honestly say yes, but there's so much more that I want to do, and I will do. So, I love that. It's just, just be the best you can and always strive for the best. So that's kind of my philosophy.
I love that. And I have a question for you too, pertaining to myself. Is there any age limit where you can start learning this sport, martial arts?
Well, nowadays, they could start at 2. They have the little dragon things where it's kind of more like playtime, but a little bit of martial arts. To start really getting into the martial arts, 5, I would say, it's a good, and all kids should do it because it's great for discipline, number one, for confidence, for focus, and, it gives them a strength of self-confidence, because bullying is so big these days, and if every kid kind of knew how to defend themselves, I don't think we would have it that much. And I think bullies are really afraid of confident people. They always pick on the weak person that can't, fight back. And when I say fight back, I don't mean like physically, I mean just stand up to them.
Absolutely. I'm glad that you're participating in anti-bullying, because that's so big these days, and on social media and things like that. So thank you for doing that, and I know a lot of other people thank you as well. I can see why they're paying tribute to you today, Cynthia Rothrock, at the Martial Arts Museum. So we're very proud to have you here, and congratulations on all your successes.
No, thank you.
You'll be seeing her more on the big screen and many other places, you guys. Cynthia Rothrock herself. Thank you so much, and congratulations today.
Thank you.